A Springfield man discovered recently that his property taxes went up after the city increased the assessed value of his home by tens of thousands of dollars. 22 News anchor and I-Team reporter Mike Mascadrelli found out that properties can get overvalued, but there are ways that you can get your tax dollars back.
Imagine finding out your property taxes went up by more than $1,100 for the year. Well, that's what happened to one Springfield taxpayer. The 22 News I-Team looked into how cities determine property values and how that impacts property taxes and abatements.
They took a piece of property valued at $1,300 and sent us a valuation of $30,500.
Bob Hendrickson has been living at the same home on N Street in Springfield for almost 13 years. After acquiring this lot next to his house, the assessed value of his property increased by nearly $30,000. But he told the I-Team he can't build anything on this lot because the city's storm drain system runs underneath it.
How you change the designation of a property from undevelopable to developable without a public hearing, without notifying the abutters, was beyond me. But they did it, and they told us they had the right to do that.
The city's Board of Assessors couldn't tell us exactly why the assessed value of his property increased by that much, but they said they always follow the state's regulations when evaluating properties.
The assessor's role is to make sure that the value is accurate, and the mayor and the city council are involved with setting the tax rate.
Richard Allen is the chairman of Springfield's Board of Assessors. He said the Department of Revenue has strict regulations for property assessments. There are several factors that they must consider.
We have on our records information relating to the age of each property, the style of it, the size of it, the condition.
Hendrickson applied for an abatement citing overvaluation on the property assessment. He received the refund but realized that he was missing the interest money. The 22 News I-Team found out 48 Springfield residents like Hendrickson were never paid their interest money from the city. The city's treasurer, Stephen Lonergan, told the I-Team mistakes like this are rare, but they will pay back the $264 in owed interest money to the taxpayers immediately.
We don't feel that the taxpayer should be out anything because of an error on our part. We try to be perfect, we try to get everything correct, but with technology, with people, human error in general, we may not.
Lonergan said they'll add another layer of review to prevent this mistake from happening again. You earn 8% interest on abatements, but he said there are exceptions to that. If you owe money on another city tax like an excise bill, the interest will be applied to that instead.
If you think your property was overvalued, you should check to see if you can still apply for a property tax abatement in your community. The application deadline in Springfield for the 2020 fiscal year was Monday, February 3rd. I'm Mike Mascadrelli, working for you with the 22 News I-Team.